Can wind farms be built in China? The reality behind renewable power and geopolitics. China is building more wind farms than any country on Earth, but can foreign companies actually build them? Today we're breaking down whether windmills and wind farms can be built in China, who controls them, and why this matters far beyond renewable energy. This isn't about politics, it's about power, capital, and long-term strategy. Let's dive to the simple answer. Yes, wind farms can be built and already are built across China. In fact, China is the world's largest producer of wind energy, both onshore and offshore. But the more important question isn't whether wind farms can be built. It's who is allowed to build, own, and control them. Who actually builds these wind farms in China? The vast majority of the wind farms in China are developed by domestic companies. These are often large, state-backed energy firms aligned with national policy goals. Energy infrastructure in China is treated as a strategic asset, similar to ports, telecommunications, or railways. That means ownership and control usually stays inside the country. So where do foreign companies fit in? Companies from the United States, Europe, or other regions can participate, but under strict conditions. This usually happens through joint ventures with Chinese partners. Foreign firms may provide turbine technology, engineering expertise, or financing, but rarely controlling ownership. In many cases, technology transfer is part of the deal. This allows China to scale quickly while still maintaining long-term control. Direct foreign ownership of large-scale wind farms is extremely limited. Why China structures it this way? This approach is very intentional. China wants renewable energy for 3 reasons. First, energy security, reducing reliance on imported fuel. Second, industrial leadership, building domestic champions in wind, solar, and batteries. And third, strategic independence, ensuring critical infrastructure isn't controlled externally. From China's perspective, renewable energy isn't just environmental, it's geopolitical. The bigger US-China context. This fits into the broader relationship between the United States and China. Both countries view energy, supply chains, and infrastructure as national security issues. As global tensions rise, countries are prioritizing self-sufficiency over efficiency. That shift quietly shapes markets long before headlines appear. Market implications. For markets, this matters. China's continued investment supports demand for material like copper, rare earths, and industrial components. Domestic Chinese renewable companies benefit the most. Foreign firms tend to profit as suppliers, not owners. And policy shifts in energy can ripple into commodities, currencies, and global equities. So yes, wind farms can be built in China, but control, ownership, and long-term value largely remain domestic. As always, markets don't move on ideals, they move on structure, incentives, and capital flows. If you want a clear, natural breakdown of geopolitical and markets like this, subscribe. Also hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next update. Peace.